Hello everyone, and today we are here in another video of KSB1, and here this is gonna be an exciting one because as you see here, I'm in the title screen. I'm usually not that in the like other videos, but here we are doing our first tutorial, and this is here we're gonna. If you want to follow along, you can just follow along too. But we're gonna do a science mode, not career mode, because I don't think career mode's that fun. And we're gonna do it on easy mode, so we're just gonna change the difficulty. Right now it's on normal mode, but we're just gonna change to easy mode, which is gonna mean like 200% science. Which I don't want to cheat and do like 1000% science. So we're just gonna do easy, and I'm thinking of doing like a season of this. Like, so this is gonna be season 1, and season 2 is gonna be me doing normal mode. Maybe I could do a season 3 doing moderate mode, but that's kind of hard to do. But anyway, we'll just name it whatever you want, if you're following me along, and let's get started on the space agency. So for me, it takes kind of a while to load, but see there, the sounds come up, and our new space station's there with 0 science points and no rockets, and very few parts anyway. So let's go to the rocket. No, not the rocket. The vehicle assembly building. To start building your first rocket, I'll get you your first science points and your new stuff. So we're gonna do something like this, like a little capsule with a parachute and solid rocket booster, and then we're gonna attach 3 mystery cues on it, and then that should be pretty good for the space, our first spaceship, because there's nothing really other than this except the a truss kind of thing on the structure stuff, but we won't need that. It's actually kind of useless unless you're like doing it for something like solar panels, but we don't have a lot of stuff to do stuff for solar panels. So hey, and as you see here, we're in the launch pad. Before you launch, remember this. So first, observe your mystery cue, and then do a crew report. And after that, make sure you EVA your curable. And after that, make sure you take a EVA report and a surface sample, because we'll need as much science points as we can get, and take the data from the thing, because so we could do multiple reports, and then you can launch. Now see here, as soon as you launch, you can start doing your next mystery queue on the air, and that'll probably get you 14 science. Then do your crew report, and then once it's safe enough. Once it's safe and your parachutes deploy, like not like now, but like when they're fully deployed, EVA, take an EVA report, take your data, and then just do it again when you reach the water. So here it's safe, and then I'll EVA myself now, and I'll do an EVA report and take the data from the capsule right before I hit the water. So at least nothing bad happened to us. And there's our first flight completed. So do your last mystery cue in the water. That should get you 8 science points. Then EVA crew member taking another EVA report on the water and a surface sample on the water. And that should get you pretty much a lot of points for easy mode. And also take a crew report. And then after that, that's pretty much all the science you can get for this flight. And you can recover your vessel. And after that, you should have got like at least 100 science points, I'd say. Here I got 116.4, and now we'll go to the R&D and start spending it. So make sure you get basic rocketry and engineering, then get advanced rocketry, and then survivability, and then don't get stability yet. No, yeah. So get like not that. Like don't get the science junior yet. Like get advanced rocketry, and I think that's pretty much all the science points you can get. And if you bought all the stuff here, you did what I did, then you should be able to do good for your next flight. So we're gonna use the same cockpit. We're gonna put a parachute there, and don't put those 2 tiny parachutes. I did it first, but do the 2 side massive parachutes, because here we're gonna carry some payload with us, and we will. I fear that we're gonna go too fast here. So we're gonna use the smallest service bay we have and the only service bay we have, and then we'll put our heat shield under, and after that we'll put all the science experiments on it, which we'll put what is it? I kind of forgot because it's been a while since I did this mission. We'll put 2 science cues here, science cues here. There, I was doing 1, but it's actually 2. After that, I tried to rotate it, but I couldn't really. And after that, you put 2 barometers on the side of the ship, and one thermometer at the other side. I mean, like 1 thermometer, 2 sides both. Now that's your capsule part, and here I'm replacing the small chutes with the big ones. After that, it's your capsule part done, and then put your decoupler and one of those, what are they called? One of those medium-sized fuel tanks. Then put a Terrier engine. Here, you don't have to put as much as I do, because I way overbuilt. As you see, like here, I put way too much uh, fuel tanks, and just don't do as much as I did. This is actually my first time trying to do easy mode, because back then I used to cheat, put 1,000% signs. But that's not what I'm supposed to teach you here. I'm not supposed to teach you to cheat. So I'm just trying to teach you how to do it in easy mode for like a beginner. And another thing is this is a tutorial for Xbox. I see there's mostly tutorials for PC, but this is gonna be a tutorial for Xbox because that's where I play, and it's actually pretty fun playing. And also another thing is I sped the footage up 2 times faster than normal, but usually I speed it up like 4 times faster, but here I decided to just, because it's a tutorial, 2 times faster. So anyway, and make sure you put Bob in so we can reset the mystery goo and the other experiments. But I don't think we actually will need Bob. I don't think we need Bob. So it's okay if you bring Jebediah or any other Kerbonaut you want. But anyway, here if you don't launch your flight yet, because you need to put the 2 SRBs on the side. Like here, I don't have enough because I put too much tanks, but here I don't have enough thrust to weight ratio to get off. But so this part, I'm not gonna talk about this part yet, but this is what you do once you do put the 2 SRBs. Next here, yeah, I do not have enough thrust to weight ratio to get off. So we'll just quickly go back to the VAB. We'll put 2 of those separate pieces, separations, or whatever they're called. Now we'll put 2 of the biggest SRBs we have, because that'll provide us a big enough thrust to get off the launch pad. And after that, just move it down a little bit if it's too high to make it look realistic, and then put 2 nose cones. Here you shouldn't have unlocked the strut yet, so we won't have a strut to put it. And after that, you should, what is it? After that, you will be at the launch pad, and remember, take your thermometer, take your science from your thermometer first, and then your barometer. Sorry, there's some kind of voice crack, but anyway, take your science from your thermometer, barometer, and then before you lift off, EVA cable to take the data, because then you could take it more data from the lower atmosphere and then the upper atmosphere. You see, you have lower atmosphere data, and then you have upper atmosphere, and the goo never took any data from the upper atmosphere. The upper atmosphere to me is 20,000 meters or above. But anyways, you see there we have launched, and I'm taking my data from the mystery goo and barometer, and we're slowly doing a gravity turn. Make sure you do a gravity turn and don't go straight up, because it's not really that great if you do it straight up. I mean, I've done it a few times, and no, it's not good. So make sure you do not do a what is it called? Don't go straight up, okay? Do a gravity turn like what I'm doing. But I'm going a little too I'm going a little too high, because I need to do experiments. You'll probably do the same things I'm doing right now, going a little too high. And anyway, I'm logging my temperature and data in the upper atmosphere. And make sure you do the same thing: crew report, temperature, scan, barometer, and crew report. Did I already say crew report? Yeah. Well, make sure you do all those experiments, and then after that, you should be able to. You could just coast up to your to space. And since for a rocket like this that is so overpowered, I would maybe aim for something like 100 kilometers, and then once that, you could stop your engine. You'll still have a ton of fuel on it. So you could try to orbit if you want, maybe to maybe try to do an achievement or something. But here I'm not, because orbiting, I've done it a ton of times actually. But here we're in space, so take your data from there and do it again, log your pressure again, and do your temperature again. So and then take the data again. So that we'll run the experiment 3 times, and make sure you take the data from the other side, just in case it got destroyed. Then you'll have the data in your capsule. So make sure you take the data from the what is it called, the capsule. Then once you do that, then you should be able to do a crew report. And then here I tried orbiting a little bit, but I just gave up after a while. So I just decided to put a stop on the whole idea. But you can do it. I mean, it's your game. You could do it. Try orbiting if you want to, but I just gave up because it was taking too long, and I wanted to just get it done whenever I could. As this video is about 33 minutes long, and I just want to get it over, because I just it's a tutorial. It's my first time. I'm not really good at tutorials. Sorry about that. I mean, what kind of tutorials have I been? I'm doing this tutorial so far, and I think that's just it. I mean, I'm not sure if Minecraft Jurassic World counts, or be a mob counts or something like that. But this is like, I'm just guessing this is not one of my first tutorials. Anyway, you can do what I'm doing right now, just burn and slow yourself down so you don't burn up. But that's kind of pointless because you have a heat shield. But I'm just doing this just for fun, so you can just detach your heat shield from, like, not detach, like detach your command pod from the main vessel, so you can just maybe get it done quicker. But anyway, I'm just burning because we are going a little too fast, and if I detach it now, then the parachutes won't be able to open up. So here, I'm doing the same thing with the Terrier engine, and yeah, and I see there, I disconnected, and the parachutes finally opened up. So we'll just time warp to the time when we splash down. And here, the barometer and the thermometer has not took data above the shores. So we could take some more data there, and that means more science points. And then our crew report and our mystery gills already took that data. So don't do that again with your mystery gill and crew report stuff, because you won't really need to, because you already done that. Now I see there, I was pointing at the Mun, but actually we're not going to go to the Mun for our next video. For the next flight, because we're actually going to go to Minmus, because actually Minmus is actually pretty easier than the Mun because of how low its gravity is, because Minmus's gravity is just low, and it's easier to land when you have a lower gravity type. So we're just going to go to Minmus for the what is it called? The flight, the third flight. This is the final flight of this video. And then after that, that'll be the end of this tutorial, and then then I'll just prepare my second tutorial, which is probably gonna be the Mun mission, because that's next. Yeah, it's a tutorial mode, science tutorial mode, and I see there we collected all the data. We got 230 science points and start unlocking. So you should get science junior and electrics, and then after that get general construction. No, not yet. Get heavy rocketry. Get fuel systems, and that's basically all I can say. Just like 4 nodes, okay? So if you got what I got, then you should better chances of you getting to space for the same thing I have and getting to land Minmus. Better chances of that. So, but if you know a node that's better than what I got, that's okay. You could get it, but maybe just won't get the same thing as what I'm doing. But anyway, let's do the same thing as we did for the thing. We'll put 1 parachute and then 2 side parachutes, a heat shield. Then we'll put a decoupler there, and then we're gonna put our science units. So we're gonna bring all of the science units we have. We'll bring the science junior, the mystery goo, and then we'll bring the thermometer and the barometer. I'm just moving it up, but you can put it wherever you want here. But this is where we can put right now, because we don't actually have any fairings to cover us. And after that, just put the medium size fuel tanks to cover us up. To be our lander. And after you put the landing legs, if you unlock them, then that should be our lander. Pretty cool, right? Spidery type lander. I actually think I actually like this kind of build. But anyway, we're gonna put we're gonna put 4 solar panels on the side, and then we're gonna put 2 batteries on the side, so we can stay charged up. And after that, we'll put another decoupler. This is gonna be our second stage, and then we'll put this is overpowered, okay? Okay, just put one of the big fuel tanks, not one of the second smallest ones and one of the smallest ones. So, and also I overbuilt the first stage, so if it didn't see me cutting out, I've cut out that part, so I'm just telling you, just put what is it, 3 or 4 of those, I think 4 of those big ones. Take out a little bit of the second stage, and then I think you should be good. Wait, no, actually put 3 of those, not 4 of those. 3 of the big ones on the main stage, and then you should be good. Because right here, I see this rocket's really tall, and it's actually not good. Its thrust to weight ratio was super low. It caused me to tip when I actually did the real mission. Maybe I show myself. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I watched myself play this, and since I played it, because I need to play it, or else this will never get done. But anyway, I see there we have put the side boosters, and remember to switch out those engines with the Reliant one, not the swivel. They look similar, but the Reliant ones are better for the side boosters. So because we don't really need that much. Like, what is it? I'm not sure. Like, we won't need that much, like, drag, I'd say. And there I'm just staging the rocket. So the rockets could be just like this, just maybe take out some fuel tanks, because we don't want to. It's probably not gonna launch. So anyway, make sure to put Bob on this ship, because because Bob's a scientist. He can reset the goo, and Science Junior, and you'll need to do those over and over if you want to get the most science points as you can. So when you get to the launch, what is it called, the launch pad, just go to the launch pad, and then since the Science Junior hasn't got any science, observe the materials bay for the Science Junior, and then we could just reset it with Bob, like collect the data and then reset it, and then we can launch. I think that would be good for us to launch. There I forgot to reset it, so I had to EVA again to reset it. But anyway, once you're done with that, I'm pretty sure then you can launch. So 3, 2, 1. There we go. We have launched, and I did take out some tanks here, so it may look a little bit smaller. But anyway, if you did take out some tanks too, then you should be able to fly this thing too. Like, it should be able to take off the pattern, like if you put so much. But anyway, here we gotta take material study in the lower atmosphere. We won't be able to do it in the upper atmosphere really, because because I can't really EVA and take it out while we're flying, because now my Kerbal will probably just fall off. But anyway, here we are just cruising up our way. Make sure you do a gravity turn, and by the time you reach like maybe 10,000 kilometers, 10,000 meters, then you are 45 degrees. But here I did it totally late, like I did like when I was like 25,000 kilometers. And since this rocket's so big, also one thing I forgot to mention in the build, you have to put those yellow kind of strut things, so then when you separate, you get fuel into your center core when the 2 side boosters are depleted. And I see there, our gravity turn is going so good so far. We reached the 45-degree mark, and we're cruising up our way. Our apoapsis is 50 kilometers from the surface, and we are slowly heading to 90 degrees. So anyway, what can I talk about? Yeah, so won't be able to take a material study at the upper atmosphere of Kerbin, because we'll need to reset it. And if we try to reset it, Bob Kerbin will probably go flying out. So we don't want that to happen. We don't lose our only scientist. Well, I mean, we could hire other scientists, but he's a good one. I like that one. So anyway, stop your fuel when your apoapsis reach like 80 kilometers. I would say right now for me it's 75 kilometers, and once it reaches 80, I'll stop. I'll cut my thrust. Cut my throttle, and then we're in space now. So once we are in circular orbit, we can collect the data and reset it, and then we could take another material study in space near Kerbin, because as you see, for every planet and moon, there's a space near them and a space out like above them, or like higher above them, or something like that. So there's those 2 kinds. So above Kerbin is like I would say like 1,000 kilometers. So don't take it until you're like 1,000 kilometers or above, but to be safe, maybe just go a little bit higher than that. And then after that, we're pretty much in a circular orbit, and we're gonna set our Minmus for a target. And I actually got pretty lucky here, because Minmus is I got a pretty good transfer window to Minmus, because I was right at the line where the Minmus is straight with Kerbin. So I got pretty lucky here, but for other people it might be a little bit hard, so you might have to do 2 burns to go to Minmus. One just to reach its the line where it intersects Minmus, and then another one to reach its orbit. And then, but for me it was actually pretty easy, so I didn't have to worry about that. But anyway, right now you should be able to restore your science goo and that you won't have to do any other experiments with the mystery goo and the other ones, because they already took in studies, and the crew report too. They already took in studies from space near Kerbin, but you'll have to do it when we're in space high above Kerbin. Right now I'm just doing a quick save. Yeah, you might want to do a quick save, because just in case something bad happens. And after that, you need to make sure you're pointing to your maneuver node, because if you EVA and you're like, actually it's hard to explain this, so sorry. What if you are selected your maneuver node to be what you follow, and you EVA and come back in, it won't follow anymore. So make sure you follow it like follow the maneuver node when you enter back again. And then let's see what else. Actually, after that, get ready to get your maneuver route, and then like halfway through when you have to start it, like halfway between how much it'll take and when to start it, then you start your burn. And then this should take for me like 10 seconds, and since I'm going 2 times faster, but there it took in like 20 seconds, but that's slowly going away. And here you should be able to use your second stage to go to Minmus fully, but you'll have like 100 meters per second fuel left. And I see there where we have just encountered Minmus, and we're going. And then here I'll teach you something. To get a perfect orbit, you need to do this thing called inclination change. It's when you change your orbit to how close you are. So, like the middle of the flight, do a maneuver node and just use your anti-normal, normal, radial in, radial out, prograde, retrograde, and then just play around them until your orbit is nice and close to how you want it. That's how it'll be when we go to other planets. And I see here, now we're going to do our material study to high above Kerbin and our other experiments. So make sure you do that too, and a crew report, because we'll need to take as much science as we can to unlock as much stuff as we can here on easy mode. And so far 21 minutes are in the video, and we are already heading to Minmus. So like half of the video is just getting science to get this stuff to Minmus, and the rest of the videos could go to Minmus. But anyway, we're going to take the data from the capsule, make sure to collect the data from the mystery goo and the science junior, restore the units too, and like what I did there, like I totally forgot about restoring it. I only restored the mystery goo, and for some reason I forgot to do the what is it called, the science junior. And yeah, I had the EVA again to get it, like restore it, because I just realized it like when we entered, like I realized it here. No, I forgot when I realized it. Did I realize it? I think I realized it before I entered Minmus' sphere of influence, somewhere about there. But anyway, here we're coming up to your maneuver node, or my maneuver node, and once you reach it, you can start your burn. And since it's gonna be a small burn, you have maybe lower your thrust limit, because it could, if you don't, that could be pretty bad. Because like when I mean pretty bad, like it's gonna go way fast, because maybe the what we're using what is it called? We're using the swivel engine. Since the swivel engine, since it's carrying something this light, then we'll have to do something like it'll be too much force, and it'll just push it away. But anyway, we're here coming up to Minmus. Like, oh yeah, here I just remembered to restore it. So as soon as I board, we'll soon start going to Minmus here. And as soon as you enter the Minmus' sphere of influence, remember to do your science high above Minmus. So just remember that, and do your time warping. And then once you reach Minmus' sphere of influence, start doing your experiments. And I see there, I pretty much entered Minmus' sphere of influence, yeah, right there. And I'm gonna start doing my science experiments, and we'll do the mystery goo, the science junior, the barometer and thermometer, and then that should be pretty good for our science points. We should get like a lot of science points, I'd say. And then make sure you do a crew report, because we need all that crew report stuff you could get. And then make sure you EVA crew report, reset all those experiments, and take the data. And take the data from the what is it called, the capsule, to do another crew report. And take your data from the science experiments. And then after that, you could just take your science from the mystery goo. And then once you take your EVA report, you can board the capsule again, and then just wait, like get down to Minmus, and then do your burn to circularize on Minmus. And then after that, you should be pretty good to go. And also remember to turn up your thrust limit there, like what I just remembered there, because if it was a small thrust limit, it would have taken forever for you to get circularized on Minmus. So it took you like 10 minutes. But so make sure you throttle that up, like throttle up your thrust limit, and then after there, you should run out of your fuel of the second stage, and then we'll use the rest of the final stage to get circularized. As see there, not perfect, but it's good enough. And I maybe got on a too high orbit, because here, don't take your science high above, like near Minmus yet, because we're too high. We're like 97 kilometers above, so make sure you take it when you're like 20 kilometers, because 30 kilometers is still too high. Like I tried it and it said I was still high above Minmus, and it won't let me take those extra science points, because it'll just make me dump them. The game will make me dump them. You could try it, but it'll just make me dump them. So here I'm trying to do my mystery queue. It's just a high up over Minmus. So if that happens, make sure to reset your experiment because you won't need it anymore. So here when we reach 20 kilometers, I tried it again, and this time it said near Minmus. So make sure like at least 20 kilometers away from the surface, and then do your other experiments. And if you're brave enough, you can EVA Kerbal to maybe do what is it, EVA airport to near Minmus. And after that, I think you should be able to just get back in your capsule and then get ready to land on Minmus, and then you can just reset those experiments when you touch down on Minmus' surface. So we're slowly cruising down to Minmus, and we are right now. I had to pause the game for a little bit for something, but anyway, we're going down. And maybe where you land, maybe you should land in one of the Minmus flats because they're the easiest spot to land besides like those huge hills to land on. Like the Minmus flats, they're just really flat. Like they're really big actually. So that's a biome. And what you could do, this rock has enough fuel. You could actually do a biome hop. So you could take science from one area like the Minmus flats, and then go to like a mountain area and take science from there, and it'd still count. And I'm not gonna do that just because I don't feel like it. And I'm just gonna take science from Minmus's flats, and then we'll just go home. But if you want to get more science, just go and do a biome hop, go to a different biome, and then go to like what is it, like the mountains or a different biome besides the Minmus flats, because this biome is the Minmus flats currently. And anyway we're slowly going down towards Minmus, and you touch down like 10 meters per second or slower, but I like to touch down like 1 meter per second. You see we touch down 0.9 meters per second, and after that you should be landing on Minmus for your first time. And after that, you should collect the data, reset your the experiments, and then take the data from the other thermometer and the barometer, and then take the data from the capsule so you could do another crew report, and also do an EVA report. But I'm not gonna do it yet because I just want to I want to take I want to do it while I'm stepping over this. No, I'm actually taking it now. It's called, so they're on the thing that said Minmus's Great Flats. So I guess these are Minmus's Great Flats. I actually have no idea what they're made of, but they're minty. And I see there you can touch down and take your first steps on Minmus, which is actually pretty exciting if you ever want to land on a different planet. So here we'll just go to wherever you want, then go and plant your flag wherever you want, and then just enjoy it being planted. And yeah, you could also choose whatever flag you want at the beginning of the game. You could always change it anyway, so don't worry. After that, make sure to take a surface sample because that's going to be most of your science points. Like here, it's going to be 300 science points for me in easy mode. If it was normal mode, it'd be like 150, I'm pretty sure. And then for the mud, it's like 100. But anyway, we're going up, and we're gonna do some more experiments because we didn't do our experiments on Minmus salt flats or whatever they're made of. So just make sure you do those before you I can't remember, before you take off. Yeah. And then once you do that, then make sure to take the data from that because I think that'll be the last time you'll ever use those experiments. And then do a quick save, and then you can launch from Minmus, and make sure you get on a nice circular orbit from wherever you want. And you can go as high as you want, but I'm just gonna go like high enough so I don't crash into one of Minmus's big mountains. And as you see here, we're leaving Minmus's Great Flats forever. No, not forever. We'll probably go visit them again one day. And maybe, you know what, remember the piece of debris I left? Maybe I should do a rescue mission on that in one of my videos. But anyway, we are gonna leave Minmus, and we just got circular orbit. And to get home, what you have to do is, if you're on right now, you have to do a maneuver node to go at the closest point in the Kerbin. And once you do that, you do a prograde marker, and then once your periapsis on the maneuver node says 30 kilometers after that, and then that should be good enough to re-enter safely. Now I see here I still have buckets load of fuel. This could have been a MUN mission actually, so maybe I'll do something like this for a MUN mission. But anyway, I want to do Minmus just because it's easier for beginners, and I know that because of how low gravity is in Minmus, and of how big those flats are. MUN is kind of rocky area and mountainy, and so it's kind of hard to land on MUN sometimes. And here we're coming up to a maneuver node, and once you come up to it, make sure to do your burn. And it should cost less than 200, but here it says 237 for me because I did it turning the other way. So, but it should be less than 200. For me, it was in real life it was actually 150 meters per second fuel. So that's what it should be for yours. So after that, we're coming home, and we're gonna leave Minmus forever. No, forever. Well, I don't know why I keep saying forever, but make sure you have all your data, and make sure you took all your experiments, and you got your signs from Minmus. And after that, you could just time warp down to Kerbin, and time warp as fast as you want, but don't time it too fast because you'll crash into the surface of Kerbin, and you'll probably lose all that data unless you made a quick save. So when I reach 100 kilometers, I'd like to detach. So we're gonna detach, and we're gonna put retrograde to what is it? To re-enter. And as you see there, we can enjoy the science experiments blowing up in flames as they go away. And it looks like we're gonna be landing in a desert part. So after this, we can maybe take a surface sample and a crew report in the Kerbin's desert. So that could be extra science points, bonus science points for landing somewhere that a biome in Kerbin where you haven't got science in yet. So just remember, land on Kerbin, and those drogue chutes just deployed, and we're still waiting for the main chute to deploy. And as the main chute deploys, if your craft something like this, it should be going like 6 meters per second, about 7 at max. So anyway, we're cruising down slowly. Hopefully not going to crash into the surface. Yeah, we're going 4 times speed, 4 times time warp. I meant not speed, like 4 times speed in time warp. Oh my gosh! And we touch down at Minmus's flat, and we're gonna EVR Kerbal and do our final experiments. Take a surface sample and an EVA report, and then make sure to just take the data just in case, and then do a crew report. And after that, that should be all your signs. And then recover your vessel, and then we'll go to straight to the R&D and see what we can unlock, and see how much. Actually, we need to see how much science points we got from this 1 Minmus mission. And let's see what it says. On the thing, it looks like it says 2,268.8 science points. So at least you should get 2,000 science points. So that's what you should at least be able to get. Here, we just need to get a few things, not like a lot of things to go to Mun, but we'll just spend it all. And so don't worry about this, but make sure to get heavy rocketry, general construction, flight control. Make sure to get aerodynamics. Aerodynamics. Get advanced construction. Yeah, get advanced construction because it has the 1.25 meter parts. And then after that, make sure you get the specialized construction, unlike what I did there. I accidentally clicked on a different node, but that's okay. And you can also get nuclear if you want yet, but we won't use it yet. So get specialized construction now, and after that, I think you can get whatever you want with the 1,000 science points, because that's actually all I really need to do. So just get whatever you want with the rest of the science points. I hope you enjoyed the rest of these science points you can spend with them, and yeah, I think it's just fun buying stuff with the science points at Kerbal Space Pro. So if you can save them if you don't feel like spending them right away, so don't worry about spending them. You just make sure you buy the stuff I said. So if you want to like go to the Mun better, but if you want to go to Mun even better, then just buy more parts, or you could just copy what I'm doing here on the screen and just buy what I'm buying. But I'm going pretty fast, so. And after that should be all I bought. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, you like, and get ready for part 2, and bye.